I told y'all I was gonna be here a little early. Sometimes it's gonna be a little delayed because of the little quarantine stuff. But look who is back with us. I'm super excited. He abandoned me for 3 weeks.
We had to take extra precautions. We didn't know what was
Yes.
going on, but hello everyone. I'm Coach Nick Love. I'm a dating and relationship coach. I help my clients create a strategic dating plan so they can be successful at dating and date well. And today we're going to talk about dating during the quarantine or dating during the coronavirus. You know?
Yes.
I think this is a good time to date right now. A lot of people are like, oh, how will I date? You know, you can't go out. We can't be around each other. But I think this is the perfect time for you to get to know yourself.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
And
I think that it can be goddamn difficult sometimes, but we're gonna get to that on another thing.
but to get the okay, and with getting to know yourself like this, so this is a time for preparation. And with
Okay.
preparation, that's working on yourself, working with an expert like me or a therapist if you need more help with like past traumas or something like that. Working on your self-esteem and dating with a purpose.
Dating
I think
with
that's
purpose.
important right now because you can actually date with a purpose and get to know the person, you know, and also learning the signs. Take this time to learn the signs that you may have missed in the past and things like that. So yeah, if you know you had a pattern or something like that that you
Yes.
shared.
I just want y'all to share it. Share, we here today. We early. What's going on, y'all? Make sure you give us a heart and a thumbs up and let us know you're here so we can get into this whole dating world because this quarantine is going down. I feel like with dating, you get to really see how your relationship going to be or if it's met for something or if it was just in the moment while we was out in the live amongst the world of the living.
Right, yeah. And I also said like while you in the stage of preparation, you want to do a relationship autopsy. So looking at your past relationships and see what went wrong, and you also have to see like, okay, what did you contribute to that going wrong and things like that? Because again, remember, you don't have 5 bad relationships. You have the same bad relationship 5 times. So I think this is the perfect time to analyze yourself, do your relationship autopsy as far as your past relationships, and look at the people that you attract, you know, because a lot of times we have patterns, and again, we don't have the same bad relationship 5 times. So you have to look at your patterns and look at the people that you are attracting and say, okay, well, why am I attracting these type of people? Because it's the same damn person, just in a different outfit, right?
I say that all the time. I say that all the time, you guys. I say that all the time that, you know, we are who we attract. A lot of the times if we sit and we decide to pay attention to what's going on, you'll be able to see some of the patterns from past relationships, even previous ones, even relationships amongst your relatives. Because all of that plays a big part because it all starts with the universe and the generations. And
you know what we love? One of our favorite quotes, water seeks its own
Own
level.
level. Hello.
So you have to look at yourself. So I
Yes.
think this is the perfect time to do that. You know, you're not going out anywhere. So
when you say that to do a self, what you say, a self?
what, like a relationship autopsy?
No, yeah, for yourself, to reflect on yourself too.
Oh yeah. So like this is the time for preparation. So preparation is working on yourself, working on your self-esteem, hiring an expert if you need to, learning the signs, and when you approach dating and when you're ready to date with a purpose. So know exactly what you want when you're approaching dating. You know, so you know I'm all about creating a plan because I think if you know exactly what you want, then you're good because that's what you're going to attract anyway. Because you're going to start living like, okay, this is what I want, and you. Sometimes you got to live like you already have it.
Absolutely. And that's the part of the whole law of attraction and attracting the life and stuff that you want. You have to already live it. You have to already walk like it, talk like it, think like it. In order to become somebody different, you have to be a whole nother person.
Yes. And I always stress, make a list of things that you want. I know a lot of times when I have clients, I'm always asking them, well, what is it that you want? And sometimes they don't know how to verbalize that. And it's like, okay, well, you might not know what you want, but some people are motivated by what they don't want. So just make a list of the things you don't want, and then you can make a list of what you want based off of the things that you don't want. So I don't want someone that's disrespectful of my time, so make a list. And I want someone that is timely.
Okay.
You know, so just if that's what's gonna motivate you, make the what you don't want list first, and then make the list of what you do
make
want.
the what you do want list.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm just sitting here, sharing everything. Give me a heart and a thumbs up. Hey, Blue, how y'all doing? Let me know when you get in here because we're going to talk about, you know, the different things when it comes to dating while doing the quarantine.
Yes.
The dating coach is back. He's
I'm
here.
back. Yes.
Like he said, this is a good time to do a reflection, evaluate your relationship, self-reflect. All the goddamn reflections.
Yes,
Find
yes.
another job. It's just like a whole big thing of reflections around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. And once you figure out what you want, then I would say even get online, because right now we ain't going nowhere. The clubs ain't opening no time soon. So get online, meet people. I always recommend using a paid site. Because you know people are serious, they're investing in dating. So I would say get online, and if you need help with getting online the right way, you might want to contact an expert like myself, and I'll help them with their profile and selecting the right pictures and things like that.
So one of the things that was in the group that I saw that I think went great with this is from David. It was a post. It said, "What is it that you're looking for that you can't find in one person? If you seek multiple, how can you concentrate on one person?" Just asking. So that was a perfect little question for you.
And you sound like if you seek more than one person, like if you're dating multiple people.
That was his question. That was his post that he posted in the group. Yeah. So what is it if you're dealing with multiple people? How can you find that one? I'm guessing.
Well, I think it's process of elimination. If you're getting to know 3 people, all 3 of those people might not have all the things that you're looking for. So process of elimination. You can take the time to get to know them, and if you like, that's why it's important to have your list, because if you have your list and you seeing one person and they're not offering what's on your list, and they might not have, like, I think you should have deal breakers and non-negotiables. If they don't have, like, if they meet one of your non-negotiables, then that's a no-go. So you keep it moving.
What are some of the things on the list that you think should be on the list, or maybe most people have on their list?
I think it's based on the individual, but of course a lot of people, my clients, they want marriage. So if you know that someone that's not for marriage, if they don't want that, if they don't see that in their future, then you know that's not someone that's for you.
Even if you like them.
Yes, if that's a non-negotiable of yours, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I said, yeah.
No, because I was like, yeah, even if you like them. So that's why I think it's important to have at least, I'd say, 3 non-negotiables. And what's important to a lot of my clients is definitely marriage and kids. So if you know someone doesn't want kids.
Because I don't. Okay. So that's non-negotiable. That's my non-negotiable. As he said, I see he always turn me into a damn client when he see me sitting up here in this chair talking to him.
I ain't doing anything.
I refuse. I just refuse the kids. And I see a lot of things that say, how can somebody don't want to date somebody with kids, and when they have kids? But there's a difference.
What's the difference?
Like mine is older. So
okay.
she's.
So what if they're older? Like if their kids are older?
Then I might consider it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have older kids, I will consider it. But I definitely don't want to deal with the little itty bitty.
Why?
Just because of the stuff that comes with that. Like me personally, like I feel like a lot of people when they have kids, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. Once your kids grow up and they're at an age where you don't have to entertain them, you don't have to play with them, you can come in the house and go to sleep when you get off work and things like that. I don't want to go back to that cycle. It's like once they, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like as long as your child is in the house and you want to, when you say play with them, I understand like younger kids, they might require more attention, but you always have to give your children the attention that they need to help them figure out life and help them figure out themselves.
Yeah,
so I think, I mean, you might not want that responsibility, but your partner, if he has a child that's 5, that can be his responsibility. You can always set boundaries in your relationship and say, hey, that's your responsibility, not mine.
Oh, no, see, I'm not going to treat your kids different. I'm going to treat your kids just like they're mine.
But so that wouldn't be like a non-negotiable for you. If they got kids.
If you had kids?
Yeah.
That is non-negotiable. It depends on the age of the kids, the age of the baby mamas of the kids. Like, for me, I look at all of that, like how you are with your children.
But I think when you're dating, you should evaluate the person. But if they're a good father and they have like a good relationship with the baby mother, there's not no drama or anything like that. I'm just saying, I always challenge my clients when they say this is a non-negotiable, and I'm always trying to figure out why is this a non-negotiable. If it's someone who has a great relationship with that child's mother and y'all can make it work, then I don't get why that is an issue. You know?
Yeah.
So
for most, I just don't really like kids. Like, I'm sorry.
Like, not like a bunch, but I'm just saying, like, again, I always like to challenge my clients because sometimes we work through that. Like, I don't feel like that should be like a major, that shouldn't be a deal breaker.
Y'all see how he doing? You see what he doing now? You see how he just started like coaching me and trying to tell me?
This is helping people out there too, because a lot of people had that, that's like on their list, and a lot of times when we work like after weeks of working with me, then they take that off their list. Because
Alright.
sometimes things can be removed from your list. It's really not that serious if you really think about it, and if you going through the process of actually getting to know this person, so you'll know how to handle the relationship with their child's mother and stuff like
So
that.
how about you guys? Would you guys date somebody with children? Would you be with someone with children? Is that on your what, one of your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables, or, yeah.
You know, on your non-negotiables. I don't know. Like for me, I think that's really one of my major ones. Like I want to live my life and explore the world, and I ain't trying to come home to a whole bunch of other kids. I'm sorry, people do it. I know several people who have blended families. Yo, I'm not blending shit over
But
here.
it's gonna be blended anyway because you already have a child.
I know, but that's fine. look, I said it all selfish, a little one-sided. I can't explain it. It's just like, it's different. Those who got older kids, you get it. It's like, who, I'm good. I get to live my life. I get to travel. I don't have to worry about daycare. I don't have to worry about babysitters. You don't have to worry about that. Once you start that over, like, I think for you, since you want me to change my non-negotiable, you would have to have the same freedoms that I have.
I think that they can have freedom, but when you saying I don't want to deal with daycare and all this stuff, that's their responsibility. If y'all make that like, okay, you have.
But I'm gonna look at it like we're a team. You get what I'm saying? I'm
not gonna be a team, but everyone is. I mean, you might be the one that last week I know you said that you don't clean. No, in your relationship, you said the guys usually.
Don't be sitting up here re-quoting stuff from
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just using you as an example. Like, I don't cook, so that's not a responsibility that I will take on.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is that, yeah, that can be their responsibilities, but y'all work that out, early on. I'm just saying I don't think that's like that shouldn't be like a deal breaker unless it's like a really good reason.
Nick said, if I love them, yes. So if you love them, yes, what, Nick? What you mean? Hey, Raymond. Hey, Jody. You gotta elaborate on that. She said if she loves them, then yes. I don't know. Like I said, I just got a thing with kids, and I gotta work on that. But then I probably don't because I already got mine. You know what I'm saying? But
I think you just decrease like your dating pool, like when you have
dating is a pool with kids is a no-go for me.
Okay.
We can hang out though. We can have fun. We can do things, but I just wouldn't be able to see myself
dating
like
someone
being
with a
with
child.
you. Just like if somebody said that they wanted a woman who cleaned up every day or whatever all day. I'm not the one for you because, like I said, as he pointed out in the last show, my boyfriends have always cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No, they wasn't bitches or whatever. They had their own responsibilities, but they cleaned up. Like that was just something I didn't have to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, my mom cleaned my house till I was 25,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, I would pay people to come clean it. Like I don't. That's not what I did.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's cool. Like you let that be known up front. If someone willing to deal with it, then they on board. If not, then they might not be the one for you.
Yeah.
But I think once you get online, then you move offline as quickly as possible, and I would say schedule like a pre-date, which would be like a phone date. You schedule that, and then after the phone date, then you can actually schedule a FaceTime date. And I think for your FaceTime, I mean, because you have to work with you have to work with the times that we're in right now.
With the quarantine.
And-
So all right, so he's giving out tips. All right,
Yeah, tips.
he's giving out tips and things to do.
Dating during the coronavirus.
Dating made simple with Coach Nick
Dating
during
made
the
simple during-
coronavirus.
yes. So yeah, and I say schedule a time because sometimes you might get in like clean springtime, so spring cleaning. A lot of people might be cleaning their homes and stuff right now, or just busy doing other things. So you schedule a time so you both know. Okay, Wednesday we're gonna have a FaceTime date at 7:00.
Okay.
The same time that Candy coded.
No, we're not. So no, you're not gonna. No, excuse me. So let's correct him. You're not gonna have a date at 7:00 on a Wednesday.
So no, this is what I was gonna say. But so you schedule a time, you have it, and I also say that you should dress up. Make sure
Okay.
your hair's done, you're looking gorgeous, and then like after that, then you can actually schedule the next date for Wednesday at 7:00 and watch Candy Coated Secrets, and y'all can discuss that after,
Yeah, you heard what I'm saying?
and that give y'all something to talk about.
Yes.
So yeah, doing that, and and I think like with this time, I'm always talking about actually developing a connection.
Mm-hmm.
So this takes the pressure off you about sex and everything like that. You're just really taking this time to get to know this person.
And then you get to see if it's really just sex.
Because why? Crazy
Crazy
can't hide.
in the
Crazy
closet.
can't hide in the closet longer than 10 minutes. That's right.
This
Yeah, yeah.
motherfucker crazy has been loose from this bitch. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's the wine. Y'all know I don't even drink wine, but this is wine, and it's been a long day. I worked from home, and it's just been long today.
Mhm.
I had to have some wine for you guys.
Yeah, I think working from home can be challenging when you're not used to that.
It definitely can.
Yeah.
So David said kids are cool, the respectful ones. Nick said, for instance, if the chemistry is there and he's everything I need and looking for, the kids are an addition to the relationship. I wouldn't mind, especially if we've been rocking for a minute. Oh, what? Well, look, shout outs to you. See, there are people out here who will do it. That's not one of her non-negotiables.
Yeah.
So Nick, how have you been dealing with, if you are dating or dated, or Raymond, if you guys are dating, how have you guys still been keeping in contact and showing the interest in whomever you're talking to, if you are talking to anybody? If you're not talking to anybody, what have you learned about yourself during quarantine? Because I know what I discovered today. I said, I'm not about to be sitting around just drinking and being inebriated all goddamn day trying to rush this coronavirus thing along. I can't do that. I got to do something else, okay? If I'm not doing my work, I'm always working on Candy Coated Secrets.
I hear that. That's what's
If
up.
I'm not working on Candy Coated Secrets, I'm thinking about working on Candy Coated Secrets or doing
Yes,
something.
take this time to do all of that stuff. Self-development, deepen your spiritual practice, and all of that. I think
Yeah.
that's important too. Like with anything you do in life, I think you should be deepening your spiritual practice.
Especially, DeGabriel will say, y'all not 6 feet apart though. See, don't come on here with that corona stuff. Over here, we is covered by the blood. And I'm not saying it like nobody else is, because you know people will twist that. I'm just saying we're good over here. Like, we're good. We ain't got it. And we know we ain't got it. So, but again, like I said before on Wednesday, like we're still the same distance that we are any other time that I do a show. But I do think with this coronavirus though, I don't want to stay on it too long because everybody is already on it. That the mask, like I get the mask and all of that, but then you guys have to also remember, once this is all over, you have to go back outside into the world with your mask off. Like people are not still going to be. We know how people are. People are not still going to be cleaning the carts and doing all of that. You may have your select few that will do it. But I mean, I just feel like this is stuff that should have already been going on. You should have already been washing your ass. You should have already been washing your hands. You should have already been doing all of this. I feel like that this stuff is really really getting to people, and not the people who have it, but the people who are like worrying about getting it. And like I say, fear can kill you quicker than anything.
Yes, with fear and anxiety, that can weaken your immune system.
Yeah,
So I
all
think
of that.
it's all about having a positive mindset, doing what
Yeah.
you can do, being precautious and stuff when it comes like that.
Because I have blocked everybody that keep texting me about the coronavirus. I blocked.
I hear you. You need to be around positive people,
I don't want it. Look, Nick said no. She said no, not toxicity allowed. I know that's
right. And also, during this time, don't contact your ex. This is not the time. This is not an excuse to contact your ex.
Because you're bored. Because
Right.
you know that's what happens. Be like,
Yeah.
all right, let me see you contact
Right.
my ex, or keep something going that need not to be
Right.
going, and all of that other stuff. So
Right.
Nick said, Gabrielle said her mask is a part of her outfit. I don't wear a mask because it don't go with my outfit. It don't be going with my
A lot of
outfit.
people
so.
making them now. Like,
I see,
so fashionable and stuff
people
like
are
that.
people are making them. I definitely feel like this is a great time for anybody to crack into their entrepreneurship spirit. Like if there's anything you want to do, because there's nothing else to do but work on you. Like he said, do your dating, do your FaceTime dating, and all that other stuff.
Absolutely.
What about sneaking out? Anybody sneaking out to go see anybody? How does that work out? Y'all sneaking to go quarantine and chill?
You mean like after 8 o'clock and stuff?
Yeah, after 8 o'clock. You think people still sneaking?
Probably. I mean, people still be on the road.
So that's the thing that was confusing to me. I thought you was getting locked up. I thought they was giving out fines. But apparently at night, it's a lot of stuff that goes down at night around here.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So,
But a lot of people are respecting that and trying to be in the house by 8 o'clock.
Gabby said, I'm going to be toxic this whole corona season. David said, heard from folks I ain't heard from in a minute. Right, that's just what I'm saying. People out here, they bored. You probably got people calling you asking you for money that you ain't talked to.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? People only asking you, people are only trying to visit you to get something to eat, come eat up all your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then go back home to theirs, and you don't got nothing to eat on FaceTime. So when you're on FaceTime, should you still eat? Did you say be cute?
I think
phone,
yeah. So when you
and
schedule in a date
dinner.
for FaceTime, you both are gonna be eating. It's gonna be meal time like a regular date. Like y'all gonna eat together and y'all gonna talk and have regular conversation like you would if you were face to face at a dinner date.
So like he said, get cute, get dressed up. If you're still dating somebody, still keep your relationship or the interest there. Dress up in front of the FaceTime, like
and
I said.
that helps keep your spirit up. You know, if you look good, you feel good. So you looking in the mirror, looking at, okay, I'm still getting myself together every day, like I'm leaving the house. I think it's good to like still shave, shower, and stuff like that.
I got my eyebrows waxed. I was going through it. I was like,
someone came into the house call.
Oh, there you go. Now you getting.
I'm asking you.
Oh my Lord.
I'm
You
sorry.
see how you did-
I'm sorry.
No, actually, the lady who always do my eyebrows, she's still, like I said, she's still working. Like, she's not working out of the salon, no. But again, you know, a lot of people still have to make money. They still have to pay bills. And I went, and she already always wear, well, I know the salons I go to, they already wear gloves and a mask anyway.
Oh, okay.
From the chemicals and all of that. So yeah, she damn sure had her mask on. She did these brows, and I can't wait to go back to get my nails done. I was so excited. Don't let me come across a hair store that's open. Ooh, it's gonna be something. Let's see. He said, Damien said, I love it. I still make my bread, and now I'm getting my gaming up. Oh, okay, so you play video games. Gabrielle said people still be out, but not a lot. Like around here, it's dead. The gas station even closes early.
Oh, that's good.
Wow! I didn't know the gas station.
Nobody should be on the road. They should be closed early.
Yeah, they say they want to. They keep saying they want to shut us down completely to stop to cease all movement. But like you said, if you're dating during this time, still be present. Because the one thing I noticed, like with this whole quarantine thing, like. It makes you, it could just be me, but y'all let me know. Give me a thumbs up and a heart if y'all still here. Like, doesn't it make you feel like this is not normal? You just like your day is completely changed.
I think we all have gone off schedule.
Yeah, like
I saw a post like, we don't know, sometimes I'd be like, oh, is it Friday already? You know,
absolutely. Like even with working from home, I'd be like, damn, it's 3-4 o'clock already.
Right,
but when I get in the office, it'd be like 10:30, and it feel like I've been there for 5 hours. Like I said, the kids ain't even going to sleep when they supposed to go to sleep. Excuse me, y'all know I don't drink wine, but I got some wine today. I think it just threw everything off. But I do like how it is. It does seem a little calmer outside, doesn't it? It seems
I think so.
It seems a little calmer and things like that. So, do you recommend going to get some takeout? And bring it to your date?
No.
Oh my Lord.
Not right now.
You're not eating no takeout?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't recommend that and take it to your date. No. If y'all just get to know each other, I would say that
my little bun is falling.
If y'all just get to know each other and you know that you both have been like self quarantined and haven't been around each other, I would say like maybe in 2 weeks, you might can go on like a trail walk together.
A trail walk.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it in.
Oh, okay.
So do you recommend people to have sex during? Look at me. Is y'all still out here having sex during quarantine? Please don't make it seem.
Not with strangers. Not with. I think if you're in a relationship with someone y'all already there, then maybe if you want to continue that. But I wouldn't be having sex with a new person.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you know, some people been saying, I'm not even having sex with the person I was already having with. Well, if you ain't having sex with the person you was already fucking, then something is wrong. Because if you think
unless they around a lot of people in a day, though, some people might just be afraid. Like a lot of people are afraid right now.
I don't think I would be afraid to still sleep with the same person I've been sleeping with, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, but everybody,
if they work with like a lot of people, I can get it maybe, but up to the individual. Just be safe.
How has business been since this whole?
It's been great. People, a lot of people have been reaching out and stuff now. I guess people are home and doing like a search for like dating coaches, and I've been popping up. So I actually had a local, someone like in my area, which was surprising.
Oh,
because a lot of my clients are West Coast.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is cool, and she lives in Catonsville.
You think people here would pay for a dating coach?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
Because sometimes I think like in certain, you know how certain areas appeal to certain different things.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like why, I wonder why like you have a lot of clients on the West Coast versus
Yeah,
here.
I think just because I think one of the reasons is they have a lot of what I have it's a lot of groups out there that I'm a part of that's West Coast, like Portland area and stuff like that. And I think like they get my content and they actually hit me up. But I don't think it's too many groups that's like based here in Baltimore that I'm a part of or that I've come across.
Okay.
So I think that could be one of the reasons.
Ah. So what have y'all been doing? Y'all have anything to add? We got here early tonight, y'all.
No.
It is freaking 7:04. Like it's 7:04. Like I cannot believe that it's 7:04. Y'all know we usually behind. There's usually a bunch of stuff going on. But
right.
today we was able
no technical difficulties today.
We had no technical difficulties
Look
today.
at that.
Y'all. We even had a good production behind, and this I think she gonna be hired because she did really good. You know, she gave out
she want the job.
She gave out waters, passed out napkins, did all that. Like, you know, y'all seen what you know,
Right.
making me. She behind here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We building. We building. We getting a little more professional.
I'm loving the new background.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did it. Me and my friend, me and my homie, we did it. Me, Pebs.
I was here when y'all first started the project.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Yeah.
were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally finished it.
Right. And I know you mentioned that you wanted to talk about communication.
Yeah, so communication. I think communication plays a big part with dating, and it could also play a big part with dating now while being in the quarantine. Things can get mixed and screwed, conversations get twisted, and things like that, or you can't understand one another sometimes. And I just think that that's probably also a part of being in a difficult times because if you're a face-to-face person, now you gotta talk over the phone, or you know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on that. Like I like to talk about stuff
On the phone? Oh, face to face?
face to face. I hate the phone. I like the text.
Right. And you like the text?
I'm a texter. I'm a texter. Don't call me. I'm a text you. Like I do prefer to text. But
Yeah.
things can get mixed with screwed in text messages too.
Yeah. I do recommend like early on, texting should just be for the logistics. If you're just getting to know someone.
He breaks
No,
things
I'm just
down.
putting it out there because you mentioned it. I'm saying like when you just get to know someone because you made a good point that it can be misconstrued. And you know this person don't know you yet, so you want to make sure like you're actually having a conversation. Because a lot of things like when you communicate, the impact is based off of like your the tone of your voice or your body language.
The tone.
The tone of your voice and body language one, but if you don't have that, imagine you don't have body language or the tone of your voice, and you just have these words and they don't know you, so they can be misconstrued. So that's why I say early on, it should just be for the logistics. And I think when you're texting anyway, early on, it can become boring. It can be like, how was your day? Good. How was yours? Good. And then it's boring, and then you're going to associate that person with being boring. So you want to make sure.
Who texts like that?
People do. A lot of relationships end before they even begin because of texting. So I always recommend like keep texting for the logistics. Early on is very important. A lot of people in like the dating groups that I'm a part of, they always saying, "Oh, the relationship just died off," and I'm like, "Yeah, because you guys were just texting, and they associated you with boring, and you're not even thrilled about meeting this person, and then you cancel the date."
Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that? He just said so everybody that's texting is boring. Everybody who
No, not everyone, but I'm saying that
he said everybody who texts during dating is you're boring. I'm not far from boring.
I recommend early on when you get to know someone, keep it to the logistics. But you should have those phone conversations, and the communication is definitely important. So phone conversation, FaceTime dates right now, and like I said, if you know the person and you both know you guys been self-quarantined for like the last 14 days or whatever, then maybe go on a trail walk if you feel safe with that. Yeah.
To go on a trail, he like this trail walking.
I mean, because it's not much else you can do.
Right.
Because I mean, you
drink and walk. Drink and walk.
I mean, yeah, if you feel comfortable with that.
You can drink and walk. Also, so what I like to do too, like when I even when I talk to anybody regularly, not even with dating or things like that. Another good thing that a lot of people you can do too is when I talk or if I text, mainly when I talk, it's like I'll always say, "Well, what did you hear?" Because a lot of the times, and we all process information differently. Like I can see it, I can say something. Somebody may take offense to it, another one may understand it, the other one may be like, "Oh no, that's not how it was meant." So that's another thing too. I always say, "Well, what did you hear?"
You sound like you're in person.
And when you're in person,
Oh yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, when you're in person, And when you're having a conversation on the phone too,
Mhm.
if you're talking, if y'all trying to agree on where to meet at, or
Right.
you didn't think that you were gonna make it because you were running behind for a meeting, and
Mhm.
it's like, no, I never said that. I was just saying, okay, you have to let me know where we're going so I'll know for sure. And it's
Right.
like somebody else would have probably took it as, I mean, well, do that mean he or she still wants to go on a date?
Mhm.
Why are you rushing me now?
Right.
But so that's why it's really important to always say, well, what did you hear?
Mhm.
I even do that with my daughter. But
I think that's great to do
what did
that,
you hear?
yeah.
Because that's not what I said. So I think that's another good skill or question
Yeah,
to
definitely.
ask
Yeah.
during a disagreement or during just a conversation
Mhm.
that one of you may or may not understand is, well, what
Right.
did you hear? Because
Yeah.
that is not even close to
Yeah, I
what
think
I
it's
how I
good.
say
I
it.
think that's great. Yeah, definitely.
So, let me see what else, because there was some other things in the group too, guys. I just like to come on. We just want to come every week and just still give you guys something to let you know that we are working. We are still here working. Candy Coated Secrets is still available.
Yes.
Um,
And while she's looking, make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Coach Nick Love. I'm Coach Nick Love on Instagram also. And join my group, Dating Made Simple with Coach Nick Love.
so here was a question, right? That was in the group, which I like.
Okay.
It says, say you have a 20, this is for you too, you guys,
Okay.
and those of you who answered it. It says, say you have a 25-year-old son or daughter that live on their own, who is also very responsible and hardworking. They call you to tell you they have a new friend and that they want you to meet them, and it would be okay if it would be okay to bring them to your house for upcoming family function. And when she or he walks in the door, they bring in somebody that's older than you, which is their parent or their parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your reaction? So what's your reaction if your kids or somebody brings home somebody older than your parents?
I'd say get to know the person. And
You
then
say get to know?
get to know the person, and then you can come to your own conclusion. Don't base it off their age.
Okay.
But, I would say get to know the person, yeah.
So someone said 35 to 40 or over, take a seatbelt because we are going to be here a minute because mama needs answers. So she's saying that if you
If
talk to her
If
kid
you're 30 years older than someone.
35
yeah.
or 40 years older than someone, do you guys, how many of you guys like watch the show Love is Blind? Do you think Love is Blind?
What?
We gotta, do you think Love is Blind?
I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Love is Blind? I think with that show, Love is Blind, I think that everyone who went on that show, they had an intention. They were dating. They was going on that show with a purpose. They were
Okay.
intentional about dating.
Mhm.
So of course, when you look at Lauren, I think that's the one who ended up with the white guy, or maybe I
The
don't
black
know.
girl that ended up
But the
You guys watch
interracial-
Love is Blind? Do you believe
Right.
Love is
But
Blind?
the interracial couple, I think they made it work because they both went on there with the same intention. That's why
You just told me the rest of the show.
Oh, you brought it up. I thought you saw it.
No, yeah, I just didn't finish it. It didn't hold.
Like, no, it was cool.
Yeah, it didn't hold my. It didn't
Yeah.
really like hold my.
But
attention.
those people were intentional.
Yeah.
So that's what earlier when I said preparation, you should be dating with a purpose and intentional when you're dating to make sure that your goals are aligned. So their goals were aligned. They
Yeah.
both wanted marriage. They both was looking for the same thing. So I think that it's great if you're dating like that.
I did see that.
Mhm.
That when I first started watching it, because my best friend had asked me to watch it, I did start watching it.
Mhm.
And when I seen it,
Mhm.
I said, yeah. When I seen it, I was like, I think love can be blind. Love is blind. I think it was a great idea. I think it was a great show because of the simple fact that all they had was this personality. All they had was this person to go off. They didn't get to see them. They didn't get to do anything. So you guys may not have seen it. And they rotated. It was like 12 of them, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. They rotated throughout the whole time. They took notes on the people that they liked, the people that they talked to, and everything like that. And I do think love can be blind. I do think you can fall in love with somebody's personality and then the physical or all that
comes later.
can come
I
later.
think that again, I think if you're intentional in your goals online, that's what's important. Making sure y'all you communicate your expectations and y'all come to agreements. But also with that, we're both spiritual people, and I think that energy, even though you can't see that person, you still can feel that energy.
Yeah.
So I think that's important too.
Energy is
Feeding off the
big.
yeah.
Energy is super, super big. How big is energy for you guys? Energy is big for
It's
me.
important for me. I'm an empath, so me, when I'm in front of someone, I like to feel their vibe and see what I'm getting from them, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'm starting to think I'm turning into. I had a little bit of an empath, you know, but now I'm just starting to think that I'm turning into one completely, especially with like the meditation and doing. I do a lot of the heart coherence meditation. Do y'all know about that? Look, this is a whole nother type of show, and with that, it opens you up. Do you meditate?
I don't meditate.
Okay,
no.
got you. So it opens you up. It just makes you more aware. And basically, I'm a girl, and I don't like it. I've been turned into a girl, y'all. Like, and I don't like nothing about it.
And I think though with meditation, for some people that will open you up. I think we all, you know, we can sense good people and feed off their energy. Like I think we all probably are like empaths anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know how to tap into it.
Yeah. Damien said, "Love is blind, but lust is blinding." I do like that because a lot of times lust can make you think you love somebody.
Yeah, I would say that's the like chemical versus connection. You know, like sometimes chemistry versus connection.
Tell us about chemistry versus connection.
Like sometimes when you go on a date, the chemistry might be there. They might be attractive. They might be saying everything you want to hear, but you haven't built a true connection. And the connection is what's going to make the love last. But chemistry will make you have sex with someone soon, and then of course with females when they have sex, they emit high levels of oxytocin. So you can that's the bonding chemical. So you can be attached to someone before you even got to know them. Because of you know how the body is.
The high level of what?
Oxytocin. Yeah. So I think that's where chemistry comes in play, and you can get in trouble when chemistry is there, but there's no true connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear that? You can get in trouble when chemistry's there and there's no true connection.
That's why I think this is a good time to date because you building a true connection. Y'all going to develop a connection versus the chemistry because y'all can't really be physically intimate. Right?
I think I think that is good, you guys. Give us a heart and a thumbs up. Give me a heart and a thumbs up. Make sure you share. Make sure you share it. I do think you do get it's kind of like everybody in jail right now. Look, I see this thing on Instagram. It was like, "Good morning, inmates." I was like, "Good morning." So
I saw this one too. It said something about everyone is. I actually saved it.
You saying that? Yeah. So I mean, that's how it feels. So if you think about it, like people meet people that's in jail every day. You know, people have conversations. So it says all these dudes I'm talking to really think we going out after quarantine. This is just jail talk. That is petty. Yeah. But for real, it does. Like he said. He said, don't slip up and call your ex. He said, don't be out here trying to call your ex just because you're bored. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. Continue to do your dating. Date through FaceTime. You know, as he says, date through FaceTime. Get her done.
Have your virtual dates and stuff like that.
Virtual dates is very important right now.
I think so. Yeah. If you still want to, if you want to put yourself out there, I don't think you have to not put yourself out there right now. So I'll say still continue to put yourself out there, but do it the right way. Like I help my clients get online the right way, and that is like helping them with their profile, helping them sort through different profiles, because you can learn a lot about someone what they write in their profile. So, and one tip is if someone is talking about a lot of what they don't want versus what they do want, that's a sign that that's a negative person, so you might want to stay away from that person.
Or they can't be picky. They can't just be picky.
Do you want a picky person?
I mean, it depends. I'm picky.
Okay.
I'm picky with my food. Okay. He's like, y'all know every time he gives us advice, I be trying to make it apply to me, and then he be like, yeah, anyway.
No, I just think that like a picky person is like, like picky in what way? Like,
all hope is lost.
It's all about putting out the positive energy, talking about what you do want so you can attract it, versus talking about, I don't want this, I don't want that.
I don't want everything that you don't want, Because you got to attract that stuff to you. Nick, she said, what did she say? She said, I saw one that said, my mama always said, laying in bed all day wouldn't get me nowhere in life. And look at me, saving the world. That is funny. So this was very good. Like we got everything out. You know, as soon as the camera came on, he went straight in. I didn't get to get no intro. I ain't get to do nothing. He went straight. Boom, and we are here right now. Let me
you can do it now.
No,
do your outro.
No, yeah. Look, he was ready because he was like, look, we're gonna get into this dating stuff during the quarantine. Because I need people to know, like, you still can
You
date.
still can put yourself
Don't
out
think that
there.
you can't do it. This would probably be a good time too to do online dating, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get online, but get
Like
online the
Plenty
right
of
way.
Fish or Black Planet or E-Hum.
I
That's
always
what I'm
recommend,
talking
I recommend a paid site because you know those people are serious. They're investing in
Yeah.
this. So a paid site, I would say.
SugarDaddy.com, they pay for
Oh.
that. SugarMama.com.
That's true. I heard of that site
They
before.
pay for that. And eHarmony, I know eHarmony makes you pay. So that is. Look at how you looking at me like, how she know all of these? Look at.
Would you pay for a site?
No.
Like, okay.
No, I'm not.
Why is that? Can I ask?
Why I wouldn't pay for
Yeah.
a site? Just because I feel like people put what they want online, whether they pay for it or not. So it's like, all right, you're paying for this site, but you have people who might be paying for the site just to get laid. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why you take the time to get to know them.
Yeah, but everybody that's paying for something. Look, I got a secret. I'm about to tell her a secret before we get out of
You're
here.
not asked for one last week. Tell
Yeah,
us the secret.
yeah. So let me tell you the secret. There's actually somebody, they met this guy online, right?
Mhm.
It was like 3 strikes she was out, but the last time she landed, she got her husband. They've been together forever. She met him on eHarmony, right?
Okay.
So she met her husband on eHarmony. They were talking, but before she met her husband, she also met this guy. She went out on a date with him, y'all. She went out on a date. He was out of her race, so she was trying to. He was actually Caucasian. She said they went to like this nice, pretty, like fancy little restaurant. She didn't go overboard with ordering anything. And she said once it was all over and done, like even when she was sitting there on the date, she like through the conversation, she could just tell that he really wasn't looking for anything but a hookup.
Okay.
So she said she had already peaked that vibe. And this is eHarmony and they pay. Because you know they come in like levels, like the basic and then the premium and then the platinum and things like that. And she said that after she did that, she let him pay for everything. She ate his food and then she never ever talked to him again. And you can also block them on there so they can never reach back out to you. So she was like, just because he was white and just because it was a paid site didn't mean that he had straight pure good intentions. So I don't think everybody that is on those sites.
But you're still going to get good with bad. It's not going to be a connection because she also met her husband on there. So it worked in her favor. You got to kiss a couple frogs before you're prince.
Depending on who you ask.
I'm just saying, you know, like every date you go on is not going to work until the one that does work. You know,
Yeah.
and for her it worked. So
Yeah,
her
so
being
like
on
her
that site
last
actually
day,
worked.
yeah, so she was actually about to give up on the site. She said she was about to give up on the site. She was done. She was just like fresh out of like a breakup, like a whole situation with the father of her children. But she ended up meeting this guy on there. And she said she tried to push him away. You know, she said she tried. She did. Ladies, you know we can do that sometimes. Men do it too. You can push somebody away sometimes. She said she was pushing him away. She was trying. She was just coming off like, ew, like no. And they've been married for over 10 years. And they just had a baby, you know, so he didn't have any children. She's older than him. And he's younger. So it worked. So the last time before she ended her account, she met him. So once she met him and she saw that she said she was trying to be rude to him and he just wouldn't go anywhere. And she was like, damn, this man, telling her friends, like, damn, this man just will not budge. She said every time he showed up to take her on a date, he bought flowers for her and her daughter.
Oh,
I thought that was so
sweet.
cute.
That's so sweet, yeah.
Yeah, so she said she ended up doing it. So she recommends for everybody to try
What, online dating?
eHarmony. She says that if you're looking for anybody, if it's something serious, to go on eHarmony. Like you said, you do gotta kiss a couple frogs. She did have a few hiccups, but she found her husband. She said as soon as she found him and she saw that, she deactivated the account, and they've been married.
And she got what she wanted. I also look at dating like looking for a job. And you're gonna go on many job interviews, and if you don't get a job, you're gonna continue in your search, seeking employment until you find the one that works for you. So I mean, look at dating like that. If you want a relationship, you're gonna have to keep going on dates until you find the one that's a good fit for you. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
David said, "Who is crushing in the group?" David trying to get me to tell deep secrets. You know that? He trying to get me to tell deep secrets. Barbara said, "Yes, you can't deal with those knuckleheads." I don't know who's dating in the group or who's crushing in the group. Cause you know why? It's a secret. But I will say my inbox is not a porn site because people be coming at me. I got hold on. no, I just remove it. Like, don't do that with me. You know, don't keep that over there. Yeah, so that's one little thing that I have been experiencing is like, sir, I didn't create Candy Go to Secrets for me looking for love, sir. Like, this is not what it is. So that's been going on, David. Some of that has been going on, but there are some people in the group who have made some connections, who are still, seeing.
They should share that story.
I mean, it's private. Some people don't want to share it beforehand to see how it goes.
Okay.
But there are some people who are dating for you. He getting like you now, wanting these secrets. There are some people who are dating. Some of them I introduced. Yeah, so it's crazy because it's like I'll sit and I look at everybody and I analyze everything. Like I can tell you something about almost everybody in there, but the ones who are like active, and those who are in there and they are dating, like I'm like, hey, I think these two would be a good fit just because of the conversation. So I be in Candy Go to Secrets with my Love Is Blind shit.
Yeah, being a matchmaker.
I did. I made some successful little things that are still striving. Like one person is even about to like relocate with the person. So of course the other side too, like this is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a dating coach, that's your area, but I do love relationships and giving advice and things like that. So I do like the fact that they trust me enough to, and I don't know them.
Right.
You know, I met them in Candy Go to Secrets. So the fact that they entrusted me with that, I like it. Now I will say, I don't want to put her name out there because y'all know I expose it all, but I tell nothing is a secret. I keep up and I reach out to people. Like, especially if I don't see them active. I want to know that you're okay. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I genuinely care. Like, it's not just about that. It's like, are you okay? How's it going? What's going on with you?
Right.
She used to be in the group. She's still in the group. She used to be active in the group. Y'all listening, keep up. Because I might can help you find a boo. I might can help find you. But he was like, tell me about me. What you want to know about you? He said, I got my eye on something. Wait till this Rona over. Let me know and I might can help you out. Wink, wink. When she joined the group, she was going through a really bad, trying to decide if she wanted to stay with her husband. So it was one of my shows that I did a year or so ago. That's how she ended up joining it. The guy, it was the Black Men Can Commit show. I just did a watch party on that. I met her doing that show, and she actually found me on Instagram, and I directed her to Facebook. It was a post that I posted, a video like I do. Make sure you go to Instagram, Candy Go to Secrets, and she hit me and was like, oh my gosh, I needed this. She even started following the speaker who came on, the dude from True Kings who came on. But in the group, she was battling with leaving her husband. He kept telling her they were going to get back together. Some people may remember this. He kept telling her they were going to get back together. He had another girlfriend. He was being really like mean to her, but they were separated. But he was still like straggling and holding on to her. Why are you laughing? He just like this foolishness. Yeah, breadcrumbing. Okay. So he was breadcrumbing her, who was his wife, and she was right in the group, and she was like, walking away is very hard. Like, it's very hard. We've been here. I've done that. I just spoke to her the other day, you guys. She moved to Nashville. Yeah, she moved to Nashville. She said she just went ahead. She said she went to like counseling, therapy. She did a lot of self-reflecting and building herself up to give her the courage to be okay with knowing that her husband and her marriage is over, because they have a bunch of kids together. So little kids, not no big kids like I say. She had their little kids, and she said that now she has a new dude, and she said he's the best thing that has ever happened to her. So I haven't talked to her in like a year.
And it's all because of you.
And it's all because of me. So it wasn't because I let them meet, but she was saying how the group helped her and being able to talk to me and just listening, and she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that you would actually write me back, or I'm not like that. Like, I'm human. Like, what's up? Like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want y'all to come with me. So yeah, so shout outs to her. I'm so glad that she found her man, and to the people that I hooked up in the group and the people who they about to relocate here. Because she actually lives, this other one, she lives in New York. So she's actually about to move to Maryland for this guy. Now the thing is, I will
Keep her
say,
there for now. I'm joking.
yeah, you can keep her there for now, but I want to tell y'all a secret. You listening, keep up, because I'm about to tell you a big thing. A big thing. Because I have also experienced this too, right? Let me know you here, okay? That I am not held responsible. Look at the disclaimer. If you choose to sleep with anyone in the group and it doesn't work out, please don't come by inbox and tell me it's my fault. Like, I've experienced that a bunch of times. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. So I don't know. I don't want to be held accountable for that. But you know me, I'm always saying, let's try and see how it is. But people have, I mean, y'all wouldn't believe, like, people have yelled at me, like, a bunch of people. And it's usually, for the most part, it's usually, like, a lot of the girls. You know, a lot of the, I don't want to call them girls, but women. They're like, you know, I'm like, well, hold on, the coach said you had to do this. You know, so I do love the fact that people are actually listening. Even if they watch, and I know a lot of people like to watch and they don't say anything, but a lot of people like to rewatch. So just make sure you share the show for me today, you guys. Just share it, share. But yeah, Candy Coated Secrets, Miss Vibrations, I have made some love connections. I'm also held responsible for a lot of little hookup sessions, but it's not my fault if it doesn't work out, right? But that's what I wanted you guys to know. I think that's good that we're ending that on that note. Before we get out of here. And Barbara said, I'm not questioning anyone in the group. However, it's a few I think are really cool, male and females. Yeah, I do too. I do too. And all of that. What did Damien say? Damien said chicks too mean in this group. Oh, they not mean. That's because him and Aries always going at y'all fussing. Y'all got like a love-hate relationship type of thing going on. But we're about to get out of here. Like I said, we were on time. We would be on time today. What time is it? It's only like 7:30 or something. We did good, you guys. So make sure you just follow us on all platforms, social media, outlets, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, Candy Coated Secrets. Go over to Candy Coated Secrets like page. Make sure you put a like and add some kind words to the Candy Coated Secrets like page. So when people who are in the group, they can look at it and see a little bit as to what's going on. And just make sure you follow. And I just thank you guys for all of your support and just still staying here with me and being present and tuning in. During Corona. I'm glad that I can help y'all not think about Corona and still bring you guys some good information. Like I say, he came back. You know what I'm saying?
Back. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah. Stop saying you say that every goddamn time.
Because I'm all about showing gratitude.
See,
you sharing your platform with me. I appreciate that.
See, people don't even people. Look at God. They don't make them like you no more. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you follow the dating coach, dating made simple with Coach Nick Love on Facebook and Coach Nick Love
on Facebook, Instagram, and CoachNickLove.com. Yeah.
All of that, and we're even trying to think of maybe doing like a dating show. So let us know if you, because look, I'm always trying to build something. I'm looking if you want to participate in like the dating show, so we can see and use your techniques, like the coach uses his techniques and help you guys out. Until then. Share, tell your people I was here. Coach Nick is here. Today was about love. And I will be back next week.